He literally just posts pictures of his dog.
I don't care, block him. I know his intentions he has with you.
He's like,
you don't understand how guys' brains work. And he's not just a friend, he likes you.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely pathetic. This woman thinks it's perfectly fine to use men up during dates.
Sometimes people just want to feel good. Yeah. So, like, for instance, like you use the example of using a man to go out to eat. You know you're not gonna fuck him or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
But some people may say,
time out.
Wait. Some people may say, oh, you're using him, but he is feeling you in the experience, and he has hopes and aspirations of you. So at that point, he's still getting something in return.
Hold on. Is it fair?
I agree.
Is it fair to use his hope to have sex in order to get that date?
Yes.
Why?
No, you should be burnt
Why?
Yeah, because who are you to put your thoughts and expectations on someone else's body?
What are you saying right now?
If you're being used for food, it's your fault, bucko.
Yeah.
100%. Girl, go the fuck home. You could have ate a sandwich.
Yeah, reason number 1000 why it's not okay for a man to keep paying for these first dates. There are women like this who are literally predators, I would say, and would say absolutely any excuse just so they don't have to pay for their own food. Like, just tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke.
What type of bullshit is this? This streamer had a girl come over to come chill and stream with him. But when she realized that he had no viewers, this is what she said.
That's the whole point. You don't gotta talk to the chat. I don't have a community yet, bro. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes on 5 minutes with nobody joining, you gonna leave. That's crazy, y'all. She wanna with motion like I'm.
She had the audacity to say, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. If nobody joins, I'm leaving. As soon as she said, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, I would have said, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to get the out. So now, do you guys see and understand what I was talking about now? She did not come over to chill and chat with him at all. She came over for opportunity.
This is absolutely sad, but am I surprised? Absolutely not. There are countless famous streamers who constantly pull these OnlyFans chicks, who constantly pull these models onto their streams, thinking that these women really like them, feel them. But in reality, they're just chasing clout. And once they got it, they're leaving.
Do you have children?
I have no kids. What about you?
Good. I have 8 kids.
What?
Yeah, I know. I forgot this. I don't like telling people this.
You have 8 kids?
Yeah, I have 3 baby mothers.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then, I started young.
Wow. I mean, honestly, with
they're taken care of, though.
With your genetics, you should have 8 kids.
Wait, what?
We need more of that.
More of that. Wow.
You're a man and a fine specimen of one, and I think that you should.
Yeah, these women see fire and they jump right into fire. They literally see a man with a bunch of red flags, and I'm sorry to say, guys, this guy has a bunch of red flags. Sure, he may be successful, good looking, all that kind of stuff, but he still has a bunch of baby mothers and a bunch of kids. She has a much higher chance of being exactly one of those if she stays with this man.
Why?
You look like a hoe. I'm so sorry. You look like a hoe.
That's what I'm talking about! Would you let your girlfriend have male friends?
No, absolutely not. It's not real.
What is, okay, in what group setting, if they're friends, that's fine.
There's no need. There's no need. She doesn't have enough girlfriends. You can't make enough friends on her own.
Yeah, like, the only way that she has guy friends are like friends that are like, they're like my friends that they see and they're interacting with them because like we're together.
Got it.
In those settings.
Interesting.
You think like, be like, yeah, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna go hang out with this guy. He's my friend. Like, what the f are you talking about?
I'm going out to dinner.
That's not
with
real.
Joe. Like, he's in town.
Well,
so.
Dinner's a little intimate. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Go to the park. Go. None of that is all that's intimate.
I would say one-on-one's a little intimate. But like, what if it was a group setting or something?
So then that dude's taking my chick out on a date with his boys. Like,
yeah.
That's like what I do for her.
You shouldn't
like, come over, baby. Me and my friends are hanging out.
You shouldn't feel threatened, though.
Oh, look, she's trying to pull the insecurity card. That's crazy.
She does this
not
all
insecurity. Time. Just, you shouldn't feel threatened.
It's pretty insane how she still says that Bradley Martin feels threatened about his girl having another guy friend. It's not threatening, it's just disrespect. You have to be absolutely stupid to call Bradley Martin insecure, and I'm not a fan of him. You guys can have your own negative opinions about him, but he's definitely not insecure. He's over 6 feet, has a bunch of money, and has interacted with a bunch of beautiful women. But he fully understands a woman's nature, and he's seen it within the industry, about how relationships just fall apart when these guy friends come along.
This is where you try girls piss me off, because do you think it's hard to get a man to ask you to marry him? Unique, different, interesting. Do you know how many men have asked to marry me? Girl, shut up.
So you got a bunch of low-valued, ugly men who you never found attractive to propose to you. That's exactly what you're saying, right? And that's not a flex by the looks of it.
The moment a man opens his mouth and he says, I'm not a trick and I'm not a simp, is the moment I know I don't like that man anymore. Even if I thought I liked him a little bit and he starts saying, I'm not a trick, I'm not a simp, I don't like you anymore. Cause why? Can you learn?
So you're mad because you're unable to manipulate these kind of men who pretty much say that they're not simps. And you want them to learn to be simps so they can spend money on you. You just told on yourself essentially.
The fact that you practice rotational dating, it got you more picky. It's like going to an ice cream shop. Say if you got 2 flavors at the ice cream shop, chocolate and vanilla. It's gonna be an easy choice. But if you go to an ice cream shop and there's multiple choices and you wanna try out the cookies and cream, the cookie dough, the rainbow flavors, you wanna try all the flavors. Now you got a taste for everything. When you're dating multiple, you start comparing back from when you tasted rainbow, cookies and cream, cookie dough. So it makes it harder for you to be able to settle down in a true relationship because you've experienced so much. You wouldn't have to date a lot if you had discernment.
Yeah, he's 100% right. And I'm not saying that a person can't have their options and see which one better suits them. However, when you're hooking up with every single option and staying in these relationships for a very long time, you are damaging yourself. And especially as a woman with their hypergamous nature and how they don't settle for less and they always want someone better, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure because the older you get and the more bodies you have, the less quality your options will be. Sorry.
What is a red flag in a girl?
Biggest red flag in a girl nowadays, something you really got to look out for, is if she has a link in her bio. How do you feel about that?
I am so sorry to break your heart like this. I am so sorry.
You were doing so good.
But yeah, got a link in the bio.
A pot smoking slut.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy what we have to ask on our first date now. Hey, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Do you have an OF link in your bio?
When I pick a girl up in my Lamborghini, which happens quite frequently, there are 2 reactions. The first reaction, and I don't like this reaction, is the down player. This is a girl who has either been in a lot of Lamborghinis before, so she just doesn't give a fuck, or she tries to act like it's not that important because she doesn't want to boost her ego. So she's just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. The second reaction, and this is the reaction that we've all been waiting for, are the girls who just lose it. And this is most often, this is like 95% of the time. They're like, oh my gosh, how fast is it? How much did you pay for it? They just absolutely lose it. And that is the best feeling in the world. Not because of the money, but it shows you that you are different from other men. Because when she hops in, you know, Billy Bob's Honda, she's not saying that shit. She's just not. But when she hops in me, in my whip, she's like, damn, this is awesome. So it gives you that sense of confidence of like, you're different from these people. But yeah, it's fucking fun, man.
Yeah, this is just really proof that having a lot of money does not make you a high-valued man or make you better than anyone else. Just because you got a lot of money now does not mean you're not corny or not a loser. You're just now a loser with a lot of money. This guy's really crying about how he doesn't like when girls don't compliment his car. And then worse yet, he goes all over TikTok to complain about it.
I never graduated high school, so I never received any kind of like diploma or anything because I didn't do college either. But my friends, when I made it to the top 1% of 0F, they gave me this trophy. Because people are really proud of me.
Where's your dad? Where's your mom? Where is your family?
So your friends decided to give you the Bop Award. I'm not sure what kind of supportive friends these are, but they're probably all bops if they encourage this.
The man of the house should pay the rent. I'll talk about things that I will not accept in my future relationship. For example, in my future relationship, I will not accept the 50-50. I'm a woman that I am ambitious. I'm focused on my goals. I'm not just a lazy little come back, whatever, waiting to get the world. Actually, I want the world. But I'm not doing the 50-50. I can help around with like a few things around the house, but I'm not paying the rent. That's one thing I'm not gonna do.
I hate how a woman can say she is ambitious and she focuses on her goals, but doesn't want to support or contribute financially. At that point, what's the benefit of you saying that you're ambitious? Oh yeah, I'm an ambitious person, but guess what? I'm not gonna help you at all with any money. Like the benefits of you being ambitious and chasing your goals is kind of useless at that point. If you're not benefiting the family.
Text me and says, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good week. I hope that you should. You right there. Get out of my face. Get out of my phone. Like, put some effort. Actually try to make me have a good day. You know, like, send me a coffee. Can you send me flowers? Can you send me you? Can you send me food? Bro, you telling me I hope you have a good day why would I have a good day just because you say that? Actually, you just pissed me off. Now you just pissed me off. My day went from bad to worse.
Yeah, this is a constant take I keep saying on this channel, and that is men are far more romantic than a lot of women are. Because this woman doesn't want a relationship. She doesn't want romance. She doesn't want a guy that she enjoys texting or falls in love with. She wants a guy to pay her bills because she's absolutely broke. A lot of men think that these women want relationships. They do not. They need financial support.
This is what my friends who are married don't understand. First off, it is so difficult to have been single. And I also think it's difficult that you're no one's priority. Like, there aren't really people checking up on me in the same way as if you have someone to come home to. I don't have a partner. I've been single for at least almost 4 years, since November of 2019, however long that is. And it's just so difficult because you realize that you have to be your own knight in shining armor, that there's no one coming to save you, that there's no one really is there for you. Like, you're alone at the end of the day. And it's so much harder to go through the ups and downs and the tumultuousness of life when you don't have companionship and you don't have a partner.
Yeah, and I don't mean to be the burden of bad news, but it's only gonna get worse from here. Imagine exactly what she is saying, but at 70 years old on your deathbed and no one around you. Why? Because you decided to make a decision at your younger years to listen to your friend, explore those options, and enjoy the street life and hookup culture. Congrats, you set yourself up for failure essentially.
He wanted to be his daddy.
So you dressed my son up as a clown?
And did. So that's what he wanted to be, just like his daddy. He admired you so much.
That's bogus, man. You don't do no kids like that,
Your
man.
son loved you. He wanted to be you.
Yeah, this is absolutely disrespectful and not funny at all. And a lot of these women use their kids as weapons against the father.
You two are so pretty.
I am not going to show you guys the rest of that, but you're telling me he paid her to do this? This is a mental disability, and there needs to be medicine or a cure for this.
Sensational.
Toxic. Of course I am! Look at me! Of course!
Yeah, to some extent, stereotypes really do prove themselves, and hey, at least she's honest.
Haram. I don't date broke women. Not because I need their money, but because being broke usually means poor choices, weak discipline, and no understanding of how the real world works. If you can't manage your own life, you have no business helping me manage an empire.
100% true. And I posted a video yesterday of a woman who can't control her spending habits, can't stop going on vacations, and can't stop spending money on bags. A woman like that will set you guys up for failure, no matter how rich you are.
So I'm stopping all traffic right now because I let Judah drive my car and it ran out of gas on me.
Yeah, I guess you can say they fell in love. All right, I'll stop.
Sorry. Peace and love. Peace and love.
I'm sorry. I also have standards.
When I got friend zoned, like I was like, because at first he like came on to me as, you know, like wanting to date, and then got to know me and was kind of like, I can't date you, but you're so cool. You're so cool, but like I can't date you. And I was like, well,
But you
fuck.
caught feels.
Exactly. Already there.
Damn.
Mhm.
Damn, he got you. Yeah.
And then we hung out, and I was like, we could be best friends.
You said, you put yourself in
I
the friend zone.
legit, I was like a
Crazy.
dude. I was no better than a man.
Yeah, no. That sounds like something.
Yeah, I can almost say majority of women never had this experience before, or they rarely have it, where they actually get friend zoned or rejected. It definitely humbles them in a different way.
I've been no other texting
So Hooters didn't hire me, and like they didn't even give me a reason. They didn't tell me why or anything. They just said like I'm not what they're looking for.
Yeah, seems like she ordered this off Amazon and got a size too small.
Exactly, I put my blinker on and everything. Like, go ahead and cry about little scratches.
This is not little. This is gonna cost like $5 grand at least.
There's not even a dent.
Bro, look at these rims are like $3K for one. Look at this. There's not even a dent. Look at this shit.
You can go ahead and be mad, like I said.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, she's gonna be the one crying after receiving that insurance report.
As a basketball player, you're huge. You're something. You're an athlete.
I'm definitely something.
No, but you're
I'm multi-dimensional.
famous in some kind of way. What
You said I'm famous in some kind.
like you're
What if I'm just a loser?
I'm saying you're a basketball player. You're
Honestly, what if I'm just a loser and I live at home with my mom?
I mean, you're hot. tall and your skin's glowing. You are scared. You're it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
We like losers with glowy skin.
Yeah.
Can I get your number? Get that Instagram. You gonna come with us and get McChickens?
Probably not. Probably not.
Okay, well, when am I gonna see you?
And you see how the game is played, gentlemen? And I can almost promise you each one of these women have like 3 to 4 guy best friends who are waiting to get with these kind of women. But here they are, being super easy with men they find attractive. If a girl does not respond to you like this, then she just doesn't like you, sorry. And it's better for you to put your energy elsewhere.
So since we're all equal, and say you're on a date with a guy and another man comes and tries to like slap your bum, what would you expect your man to do?
He should like stick up for it.
Why? Now he's putting himself in the firing line.
Yeah.
But we're equal. Why don't you put yourself in the firing line? We're only equal when it comes to buying dinner.
Yeah, this woman just realized that her entire feministic mindset just backfired right on her. And it's not exactly what she wants.
31 and getting a divorce because you don't like him.
Yeah, I fell out of love with him.
Okay, but do you have any children?
No, thank God.
Well, and you've been with him since how old?
Since I was 18, but we got married at 20.
All right. And what do you think's waiting for you out here?
New possibilities.
That's one way to frame it.
I just think we outgrew each other.
That's fine.
You know?
That's fine. What do you want from a man in this world?
I want love. I want companionship.
You had that.
But you make it seem like people can't outgrow each other.
I said you had that. And it's your responsibility as a wife to keep it going.
I absolutely hate the term outgrown because a lot of people misuse it. Just because your expectation grew for how much materialistic things you want doesn't mean you outgrew each other. It just means you got more materialistic. You consumed more content on social media. You got jealous of other people's lifestyles. And suddenly, since you want more expensive things, you call it outgrowing. You didn't change as a person. Your expectations did. That is all. You're just delusional.
Hi.
Yeah, what?
What's the F for? What do you mean what? Come for my Valentine's present.
Sorry, what?
My Valentine's present? Like, it's coming up, so I just thought I'd pop round for my Valentine's present.
Okay, but we broke up.
Yeah, so Valentine's coming up, so I thought, let me come over for my present. Does it matter if
Yeah, but what present? We broke up.
Yeah, so what? What's that got to do with my present? Can't we get back together then? Because I mean, I'm going to be without a Valentine if you don't get back with me, and I need my presents, obviously.
Okay, but you're the one who broke up with me.
Yeah, so I broke up with you, now I want to get back with you. So
Yeah, but why?
Because Valentine's is coming up. I haven't got anybody. I thought, why not be back with you so I can make sure I get my present? I don't even mind breaking up with you after that.
Now, I am praying to God, guys, that this is a skit. However, if it's not, it really does wrap up the case that I've been making throughout this video. The majority of women are not romantic, they don't want relationships, they are just dirt broke. And this girl only wants to have a little Valentine's Day gift so she can post all over social media. And it's a little small red flag that you guys should pay attention to. If a girl constantly posts a lot of things you're doing for her all over social media, she cares more about the flex than what you actually did for her.
Well, the reason why I end up popping my balloon is because, you know, I don't feel like any of a question. I felt connected. I mean, as far as provider, I mean, I've been doing it for so long, I even forgot that it was like a natural thing to do now. You know what I mean?
Yes, men don't know how to do it nowadays.
Well, I understand, but I'm speaking for me. I just feel like if you're gonna ask me a question, make sure it's like something more than just, yo, you getting money or what? Like, you know, what's the deal? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all. I mean, be more like, what do you want? Like, what's the value of a man to you?
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I want to know.
I feel like their thought process with me, but definitely, you know, I still like men with money, you know.
Yeah.
That's why.
But with that being said, like, let's say, you know what I'm saying, I check all your boxes. Like, as for you, what can you offer me, you know? With me being able to check all these boxes off for you, how do I know, like,
being a great woman?
In which way?
In every way you need, of course. I mean, you have to like a person to, you know, be with them.
Absolutely.
Or even see something in them, potential-wise, you know?
What's your favorite cuisine? Like, do you ever be in the kitchen, or?
Yes, of course.
To be out
of course.
Yeah, what do you like to
I mean,
cook?
I like to go out to eat too, but
yeah,
I'd be in the kitchen.
If you're
it's whatever my man want when I got one.
Yeah, it's too shallow for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah, I'm absolutely surprised that there's some people still holding the balloon after hearing what she just had to say. Literally, 90% of the things she was asking for was money. Pretty much saying that's all she cares about. Not about this guy's morals, not about who he is as a person. And he realized she was also very shallow. She couldn't even say a thing about herself. What a walking red flag.
Needs to let me know if I am the only one that has noticed that men are not like how they were when our parents were growing up. Like, I grew up, I don't know if it's because like the Italian values or what, like I grew up like the man is supposed to take care of the woman. The man is supposed to go up to the girls. Like the man is supposed to have drive and initiate everything. Like, I feel like now it's so hard to find guys that, like, even just in general have drive in life. Like, I feel like it's so different, and I don't know, like, I personally never get approached. I never. Maybe something's wrong with me. I don't know. But, like, I feel like then, like, whenever I, like, talk about it, everyone's like, oh, well, they want the girl to, like, go up to them. Like, what? When did this change? When did this change? Because I want a man. I don't want to be the man. Someone come up to me. Anyways, I just feel like there's no manly men. I just don't think so. I think every guy I've met is, like, honestly super emotional. And that's fine. Like, I'm all about feelings, whatever. Like, I'm an emotional person. So, like, that's okay. But I feel like it's definitely, like, sometimes worse than girls. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, just another example of a woman wanting traditional men without being traditional herself. Wanting a man to pay, wanting a man to approach her. You women killed this. Feminism killed this. You guys claim that you guys were equal. Not only that, a lot of women demonize men for approaching them. Blasting that man all over social media, calling him ugly. And actually, a lot of women say they don't want a man to approach them. They find it scary. So men are hearing all of these things, hearing how you guys want to be equal, and then you're confused why men act like this. It's literally your fault.
I'm about to do my eye. Look how swollen my eye is. Oh my god. Can you see that? It feels so fucking weird. Hot. There's no AC here. I have to order a fan on Uber Eats. I'm at a hotel. Like, girl. I love that eye shape. It reminds me when I first got my cat eye surgery. I think I should go to the ER. I don't know if I should wait it out, but it's starting. 1 second I think it's okay, then the next second I look at it and it looks more swollen to me. So, hey guys, so I ended up going to the ER last night, and they told me to go back this morning to see if my eye is better from like the shit they gave me last night, which, I mean, it's not. I can't open my eye, like stings, no. But anyways, the doctor was really aggressive and dramatic. Like, he was just like really grumpy to me, like, and he like made me cry. I'm like, ew, why are you yelling at me? And then he was just saying the most dramatic shit, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need to get my eye removed probably, like. But then, so he'd say all this dramatic shit, and then he'd be like, oh, but it's hard to say because I can't even see your eye properly because it's so swollen, and we don't have a lot of cases of people coming here with a swollen eye or with an injected eye. So I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if I should just thug it out, wait it out, and then hope.
Now why should I stop at just making fun of her eye when I can make fun of her entire face, her entire body, and what she just did to herself? Yes, blinding yourself is absolutely stupid, but look at the rest of her face, the lip filler, the freaking scar across her face, the different color hair, heck, the actual black eye on the right. I don't want to spend a lot of time making fun of her because there's clearly some mental illness, but wow, this was very sad to watch.
Personally, I don't like Andrew Tate.
You don't like Andrew Tate?
No.
Why not?
From what I've seen on just social media, he's very misogynistic. And
He's very what?
misogynistic.
Sorry.
Sorry.
One more time?
Misogynistic.
One more time?
Okay. We can move on to the next person.
No. Go ahead. Do you mean misogynistic? Okay.
Yeah, here's another example of a woman on feminist TikTok too much. She has no idea what she's consuming and just regurgitating whatever she's hearing.
Can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media. What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parent. Walk right out on that man. Like, it's literally every piece of media is, you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out. The basic kind of communication around this is you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. And quite frankly, you don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. They will decide they don't want to meet him or they won't show up. That means a guy of average attractiveness has to swipe right 1,000 times to get one coffee. Now, what does that tell that guy? Women don't value me.
Yeah, I think this is 100% true. I think a lot more men are more likely to settle for that woman that's 75% perfect rather than a woman settling for a man who's only 85% perfect. Why? Because men are realistic, while women constantly hear, girl, you're the prize. Go for the apex guy. Go for the Chad who's a millionaire, who's 6'5", who drives Lamborghini. If a man has a problem with that, he's insecure. And it's not delusion. You just have high standards, while it's just stupidity.
I'm a server at a restaurant, and every year I work on Valentine's Day. Not just because I'm miserably single, but because I love passive-aggressively starting fights between couples. For example, I'll say, oh, we're splitting the bill today. No, that's totally fine. I just figured since it's Valentine's Day, we would both be under the same check. Or I'll say, has he posted you on his social medias today yet? No. Oh, would you like me to get a picture of you guys? Or I'll ask the couples how long they've been together, and if it's anything longer than a year, I'll say, oh, that's interesting. I don't see an engagement ring. And my last but not least, my personal favorite, works every time. I say, you know, I think it's so cool that you guys are deciding to celebrate Valentine's this year as siblings.
Yeah, this guy is definitely not getting any tips after these dates, and it's pretty funny, but he is sabotaging all these relationships with simple questions that I feel like they just don't want to talk about.
You're supposed to like your boyfriend. Yeah, you're supposed to like him. Yeah, if when you hang out with your friends, all you do is talk about how much he pisses you off, you don't like that man.
Yeah, this is definitely a red flag. If a girl's constantly gossiping about you to her family or her friends, it is 100% a red flag.
They need my fit 1%. All right, Aubrey, let me know.
It looks like you forgot something.
What did I forget?
You forgot you're out of shape.
What the?
Firemen. We are firemen. The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat. Don't quit. Don't quit. Raquel, you don't quit. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
You don't know me, son.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Who's gonna carry the votes and the laws?
Yeah, this is your daily sign, guys, to hit the gym. You could change your lives. If you guys think you're fat, lazy, ugly, weak, hit the gym. It'll build confidence, it'll build character, you can make some cool friends, and you can even meet cool people like women.
Block all of his accounts.
He literally just posts pictures of his dog.
I don't care, block him. I know his intentions he has with you. Like, you don't understand how guys' brains work. And he's not just a friend, he likes you.
No, he doesn't.
And you don't need to explain it to him. You don't need to open up the door for conversations.
His accounts, like, you don't have to block his Finsta. He never even checks that one.
I don't care, block it. He shouldn't be contacting me.
He's gonna know this is because of you.
I don't care.
Because he knows I wouldn't do this. He's gonna think you took my phone and did this.
block him.
I'm just looking at his page, like a list.
I know how guys' brains work.
I'm just looking at his page.
I love you.
Love me too.
I'm doing this for us.
Okay.
Yeah, brother, you're fighting a losing battle right now. What you are doing is not gonna help. The fact that this woman is reacting like this about a guy best friend really shows how much she still likes him. You shouldn't have to do this first off. Your girl should already know this. But the fact that you're kind of forcing it really shows you her true feelings about that man. That is just my opinion though, guys, because that does wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, click your videos, you guys see the top screen. It does let you know a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.